Hi, I'm David. Welcome to another Clavinova Clinic. Now today I'm using a CVP709. It has the same functions as the 705 for what I'm showing you, which is the registration memory. Now in here we can save up to 8 of our favourite settings, and all those components of that setting is kept in one button, and I have a snapshot of all the different style and sound and features I've got selected, and it keeps them so I can come back at one button and it all goes back to how I want it to be. And we have up to 8 at a time that we can store in and keep in a batch, and we can name. So if we're playing a medley of songs or we want some sound changes within a piece of music we're playing, we can go in and go between them on these 8 buttons. Now the first thing I want to do is to store a blank set. That means when you come back to it and you want to put some of your own into it, you can just go straight to blank and have a file ready, a template that you can use to store your sounds into. If we press these 2 buttons together, registration bank, we go onto this page here. It's the bank select page, and I've got a button here saying I, information, and that shows me that currently there's 4 settings in the instrument and they're all shown on this page. Now I want to delete those, so I go to the garbage bin and I delete each one. I go delete, yes, and I go to the next one, delete, yes, next one, delete, yes, and finally the 4th one. And you'll see now they've all gone, they're all empty on my registration memory. And what I like to do myself is to store the template that's empty, so when I come back to the keyboard I can go straight to one that has all those taken out and it's ready to use as a blank one. And to do that, we close that page and we go to our little save in a little sort of disk drive piece here, and we can go in and we can save. And I want to save a batch called blank. Then when I come back each time I can use this blank, so I'm going to delete the name. Let's have a capital B. We've got the capital cursor here, B L A N K. OK at the end, and that then stores in a batch called blank. And I know then that whenever I go to blank I've got a canvas free of any previous sounds that I've been using. And if I want to put my own sounds in, let's go to the home screen. I've got already selected, let's put in let's have ethereal movie, that's nice, and let's put it with a flute, that's nice. So I'm going to store that in, and to put my own settings in I go to the memory button, and this will show me what it's going to save in the button. I've got the voice being saved, the style, the speed, if transpose is selected, if the harmony is on, and I can decide which components of my settings I want to store into the button. And I've got them all okay there, so I'm going to press number 1, and that now locks my setting into number 1. That's all how I want it. Now if I want to put a change of sound in for maybe my second verse or my chorus, let's put in a guitar sound. So I'm going to my main voice section and I'm going to pick from the guitar section the steel guitar, or there we go. Let me close that back out again. I can now store that into my second button, memory number 2, and I can keep going up to 8 different sounds, and when I come back to the keyboard they'll be accessible to me as a group of sounds. And to store these in now, a bit like we did with the blank, we go to the 2 registration buttons, we go to the little picture of the disk drive or the little file down here, and we go save here. Now it'll ask me for a name. I don't want to call it blank again. Let's delete those letters out, and I'm going to call it Titanic. So capital T, small letters, I-T-A-N-I-C. OK. And I've now got 2 files saved. I've got my blank one that we started off with, and I've got Titanic, and that shows me that I've got some of my own settings. You can come back, add to that file and resave it with the same name, and then we've got up to 8 at a time that we can use. There you go.
All ePianos customers receive full access to the Clavinova Clinic Information Hub, which contains more instructional videos, step-by-step guides and technical support via email, telephone and Skype.